in the lowered market as it is. But yeah, we've been we cleaned out a bunch of stuff to show it. We had a stager, the realtor had a stager come in and put up decorations, and basically we had to make it look like we didn't live there with children. And it was funny. I was thinking about this morning about how, because at one point my realtor sent me a message. She's like, here's some pictures from when you bought it. Use them as inspiration. I was like, we literally have to get rid of everything we own if we want it to look like this. So we've been cleaning it out, and it's a big, it's all kind of fake. So it look shiny and new, and people will want to buy it. You make it look like it's not cluttered and that there's lots of space in our 1,300 square foot house. But I was reflecting on that this morning, just about how, God doesn't ask us to do that when we come to church. We don't have to clean everything out and get all perfect and shiny. And with each other, we have those authentic relationships where, it's hard. I'm a pretty closed person, so it's hard for me to be vulnerable with people. But I think we have formed those connections and relationships in this church where we're able to be honest with each other, or a lot of us are. So just think about that, being vulnerable with each other and with God as we worship today. Aaron's going to talk about our future and our past and our connections with each other. And we're going to do a craft and play a game. So it should be fun. And I've got these lovely young people up here playing with me. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing Your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. You're rich in love and You're slow to anger. Your name is great and Your heart is kind. For all Your goodness I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name. And on that day when my strength is failing, the end draws near and my time has come, still my soul will sing Your praise unending. 10,000 reasons and forevermore. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul. Worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul. I worship Your holy name. I worship Your holy name. I worship Your holy name. For we know the truth has set us free. In your name alone we have been released. You are here with us. You are here with us. Slaves no more, freedom is our hope. Never looking back, Jesus, you are Lord. Give it all to you. Give it all to you. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, chains are broken, eyes are open. Christ is with us. Christ is with us. Who the Son has freed, he is free indeed. All our sin is gone, we have been redeemed. Jesus paid it all. Jesus paid it all. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, chains are broken, eyes are open. Christ is with us. Christ is with us. Open wide the gates of heaven, fill our hearts as we surrender. Lord, let your presence fall. Lord, let your presence fall. Open wide the gates of heaven, we will worship you forever. Lord, let your presence fall. Lord, let your presence fall. Open wide the gates of heaven, fill our hearts as we surrender. Lord, let your presence fall. Lord, let your presence fall. For the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, chains are broken, eyes are open. Christ is with us. Christ is with us. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, chains are broken, eyes are open. Christ is with us. Christ is with us. Christ is with us. Christ is with us. Thank you for the cross that you have carried. Thank you for your blood that was shed. You took the weight of sin upon your shoulder and sacrificed your life so I could live. Now nothing is holding me back from you, Redeemer of my soul. Now nothing can hold me back from you. Your love will never let me go. Thank you for your death and resurrection. Thank you for the power of your blood. I am overwhelmed by your affection, the kindness and the greatness of your love. The kindness and the greatness of your love. Now nothing is holding me back from you, Redeemer of my soul. Now nothing can hold me back from you. Your love will never let me go. Jesus, you make all things new. Jesus, you make all things new. Oh, Jesus, you make all things new. Oh, Jesus, you make all things new. Now nothing is holding me back from you, Redeemer of my soul. Nothing can hold me back from you. Your love will never let me go. Thank you that we're living in your kingdom. Jesus, you're the King upon the throne. Thank you for the way you always love me. Now I get to love you in return. Now I get to love you in return.
Good morning, friends. We're going to dive right into it. Today, we want to kind of take a communal break from Revelations and take a moment to breathe together. Jake was saying he's never done a Revelations craft. Well, you missed the other ones. We're not going to do a Revelations craft today. We're going to take a moment just to breathe together. We want to talk, connect, and reflect. We are in a Lenten season traditionally. This would be Lent for all those that practice that, and it's a historic time to take a break. And often in the form of fasting and reflecting. And today we're just going to do that together and look forward to Easter, and as we seek the direction God is guiding us as a community. So I'm just going to open us in prayer real fast. Jesus, we love you. We recognize that we need you with all of us. And we are so grateful that we get to love you in return. Thank you for loving us. And Jesus, we want to embody and become like you together. We love you, Jesus, and we need your guidance. Please be very present with us. Make us aware of your presence because we know you're always with us. Thank you, Jesus. Guide us as we talk and pray. Amen. All right. So let's review. Just kidding. So no, we've been talking about really heavy stuff, apocalyptic literature and deep in Revelations, and this is good. I encourage you to continue to study at home. But today, this is our actual agenda. We're going to be having a Kahoot with Travis. I have a game called the Chain Game that we're going to be playing. And then we are going to kind of take our temperature, see how we're doing, do some reflecting. And with that, we have a craft and discussion after that. And then we're going to end with communion with Dan and Linda. Before we go any further, I just want to do the quick announcements. We have a prayer every Monday. Please join us. The third Monday of this month, right? We're going to be doing live prayer here. Please join us. It's extremely good and lovely to be together and pray. And sometimes we even get musicians to come and join us. Hint, hint, hero. And youth is on Wednesday. I loved when we had our youth band. So youth, I'm going to pose the question to you. If you are up for it and you could come practice a few times on a Wednesday, we would love to have you do youth band in April. We're really hoping to have you. Please, youth band. And you also have youth group, not this week, but following week at 6:30, we'll have youth group. So come and talk to me and Rachel afterwards, and we'll talk about youth band. All right. So I did want to just jump in before we do the cahoots, remind you what we've been doing a little bit. We're not going to review anything, but I needed to give Travis a map because he said last week we didn't have enough maps. So here's a map for Travis. There we go. This is where we are. I will have resources in the newsletter this week so that you guys can continue your study in Revelations as a family, as a small group, and then next week we'll get back into it. So now we're ready for our game. What? Oh, I did. Yeah. Asa.
Just enter the pin. QR code or enter the pin. Enter the pin or scan the QR code. Kai's soloing.
All right, so there's a limit of how many? Kai's on my team.
10.
10 teams, so you gotta buddy up with a few people.
I think last time the only reason Judah got kicked out is because there's over 10 and he was the last person. Just scan the QR code or enter the pin. Did someone enter the pin twice? Oh. Ten. Can't hear you. What?
I know. You make sure you explain to them how it works, like speed, right answer.
Oh. Okay. Okay, there's 10 people.
All right, so if you didn't get in with somebody around you.
All right, so just click a question if you think it's right. Yeah. That's not a. I don't think that's a. Just click the next button on the top. I think that's just. Okay, there we go. What has a face and two hands but no arms or legs? Type your answer though. No arms or legs. Ah. Guess it was a clock. 9 correct. Which back row? Oh. It comes out at night without being called and is lost in the day without being stolen. Oh. What? Oh no, it's the one of the letters, not the shapes. Oh, okay, I see. Just spell it out. That one was weird. Short Kings in lead. What starts with T, ends with T, and has a T in it? Oh. No. No, teapot. Everyone said the same. What is the actual time if it's 3 in a mirror? 3 o'clock in a mirror. In a mirror? Nine. What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? What 5-letter word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? Wait, what? How many months have got 20? Okay, that's easy. We're just in this month. Although, wasn't this year a leap year? An egg has to be broken before you can use it. No, it's true or false. True. Which letter of the alphabet has the most water? C. Oh. How many numbers can you see in the picture? Nine. Everyone got it correct. Why are you complaining? Oh. Oh, I thought. I counted at least 8, but I couldn't find the 9. 9. More. There's a 3 and then the 1 connected on the 4. Yeah, and 0. Yeah, it's a. Calculate the total sum of numbers you can see. Again? What? I think they messed up on making this. Oh, that's easy. Oh, wait. Maybe that one. Maybe that's why it's a 45-second answer. I'm not good at math. For the double points. Mr. and Mrs. Jackson have 7 sons. If they each have 1 sister, how many children do Mr. and Mrs. Jackson have? What? Each son has one sister. Oh. It's a riddles. Okay, I get it. 8. Did someone click off of it? It closed?
Congratulations, winner.
We have one more game. I think Short Kings. Well, Jan always wins. No. All right. This next game, we know each other pretty well, but let's get to know each other a little bit better. It's called The Chain, and simple, more simple than a Kahoot. We're just going to link together if we have these things in common. So the first person up will be the next link. You're going to say a statement about yourself. So like, I climb mountains. I don't, but I climb mountains. And the next person would come up and, I climb mountains, link up, and then they say something, and we see how we're all connected. Doesn't have to be related, just about you. So if I say I have children, yeah, I know. Listen, so if I say like I have children, you come up and say, I have children too. Come link up to me. You can't come up. Yeah. First person that gets up here. So I'm going to move communion. So you can go as fast or as slow as you want. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Can I have anyone volunteer to be come here. Come here, Kai. Come over here. Do a chain.
I like to talk.
There's other people. Oh, he's again.
I like to talk.
What? Oh, here comes Andrew. Go, Andrew. Link up. Link. Okay, say something about you. What do you like? Anything about you.
Anything.
You like
Doesn't have to be
go.
about talk.
Anything.
I like to craft.
Yeah, craft.
Okay.
Dad.
Where's mom?
What?
Both like something.
Okay.
I grew up in Vancouver.
Everybody?
Oh, okay. I gotta think of something now. I grew up with lots of yippy small dogs. Anyone?
Maybe small dogs.
No small dogs? Oh, God, dance. I knew there was one of you out there who suffered the same.
I had a small dog, and everybody would always ask, what is, if he would bite. And so that's what we named him, Willie Bite.
Really bite. Oh, wow. So what's your new fact?
Oh, my new fact. Okay. Well,
Anything.
I like bigger dogs.
Does Reed like bigger dogs?
There you go.
Here, link up again. Hey, what?
I like toys.
Toys.
No, you get to stand there. Stand here. Come here, Remy. Nobody likes toys? What? Oh, we knew he liked. I mean, the man with the coolest shirts around.
Well, you're right between.
All right. My favorite food is pizza.
Remy, what do you like? Remy likes monster trucks. And I like monster trucks.
Okay, so that's Jake.
That's me. I enjoy reading.
I like chocolate. I have two brothers.
Oh, okay.
You want to look at?
I like to garden.
Okay.
I could do a different one.
I got to unlink now. I don't. Just kidding.
Go back and sit down.
Do you really like to garden?
I do, yeah. I like to take naps. While I garden.
I like cats. I've been in the Oval Office.
Whoa.
Wow. Anybody been in the White House?
Yeah.
Really?
Now, was this on January 6th?
No.
No.
Not have been. Oh, Jake's coming.
All right.
Wow, the real one, huh?
Our house is white.
I like basketball. Anybody left? Nobody? I like video games. Hero?
I play an instrument.
Okay, tell us what instrument you play.
I play the violin.
So something new about yourself.
Let me think. I used to work for the school district.
Ooh, anybody else?
Anybody else?
Yeah.
I like to travel. Anyone else like to travel?
Well, we're gonna have a mob. Let's see.
Could be just like two. Fear, phobias, kids.
Grandbabies?
Oh, I have grandchildren.
Yay! Go Debbie, go!
That we love very much. I've been trying to get my mom to stand up. Stand up for that one. Stand up for that one. Probably nobody has this, but I've never had a passport. Oh, it's
March coming up too.
Yeah, we'll do a double
too slow. Take your cane, Mom. Take your cane, Mother. I've never had a passport.
6 months ago, I would have been with you. I just got mine.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
We need to know something about you, Mary.
I'm the oldest of 8 kids.
Wow.
How about just the old
No, March has got me beat in that one.
How many are you the oldest of, Marge?
She's the youngest.
I am the baby of the family, but I'm the oldest in this house, I think.
So who's the baby in their family?
Amber.
You're up. Come on, Amber.
We want a smile from you, Amber. You have a beautiful smile.
I have a brother.
Anyone have a brother? Derek, or
I like being antisocial.
I like Siberian Huskies.
Tell us about you. Tell us something you like to do. What do you like to do?
I like video games.
Point five.
You have a lot of old man.
Say that you're old. Don't come up.
I like fishing. Fishing.
Roger, you like to fish? What? You like to fish?
Just say that you're old. The oldest in your family.
I'm not the oldest. What? I have a sister.
Yes, I have a sister, and I ate goat brains in India. I can escort this to him.
And then I just say anything? I just say
About yourself.
about myself.
Yeah, you like or you've done or.
All right, Diane, this is you.
I've been to India 20 times. So I have to say something else?
Something else. We got-
I hear everybody.
They said say something else.
Okay. I still have my tonsils. All right. Oh.
That was a good one.
Hey, you. Sweetie. Well, I don't know if they
Gosh.
want you to have it, but.
I'm a bowler.
I'm going to pass the mic to Lori.
I like to bowl too, so.
But I do pass.
Worship is my favorite part of church.
Thanks. We all know each other a little bit better. Got your coffee. Thank you guys for playing the game. There we go. All right. So thank you. Now we know each other a little bit better. Hopefully we feel connected. Last week, Mark mentioned that we are approaching Easter, and with that season, we are approaching 2 years without paid staff. So on Saturday, March 23rd, we are going to have a leadership retreat, leadership day, not really a retreat. Retreat implies we are going somewhere to pray and plan for the next year. And I am just asking all of us to pray together. I want to take some time today to think about that and to discuss and hopefully pray together in small groups with our activity. So in a moment, we're going to go to the round tables in the sanctuary. There's also a long table. And on your table, you'll see discussion questions. There are 6 questions that are based on what we've been studying in Revelations and other things. But before we break into those discussion groups, I want to just share a little bit with you guys that I've been praying for our church. Really beyond the 2 years. I've been in this church since I was 5. And it's very, very, same age as you. Very, very much my family. It's really foundational to who I am. And I'm very passionate about what happens in this little community. And maybe like you, the community comes with me throughout my week, right? It's not just today that I'm like, oh, here's my community on Sundays and then see you later. I feel incredibly loved by each one of you, and we connect throughout the week in different ways, all of us. And I also talk about you all a lot. All good things. Sometimes this is with other church leaders that I interface with, and sometimes it's the people I serve in the city of Vancouver in various ways, different, I call them community partners that I work with and interface with. And sometimes it's just with friends. Some that are very familiar with Grace and Glory and some that don't know about us at all. The point is, this community is very much a part of my daily life. And I want us to thrive together and individually and as a community. I really believe we have a role in Vancouver, Washington to grow the kingdom of God and transform our spaces that we interact with all week long in that process. In the last 2 years, but actually reaching way back into the very foundations of Grace and Glory, we are not a traditional church. Is this a newsflash to anyone? And I'm often extremely grateful for that. But sometimes it can feel lonely or uncertain being different. And today I want to encourage us. So I found an article that's called The 7 Trends Impacting Church Leadership in 2024. There are actual volumes of books about trends in the church and the direction that the church has taken historically and even predictively. But this article was relevant to where we were at in 2024, and it's based on research done by Wesley Seminary. And I just want to quickly summarize the article to prep our conversation, because it talks about the reality we are all facing, a reality that the pandemic has made extremely clear to us, that we have been through a profound change. And as we look around, it's evident that there's no going back to normal or whatever was. It isn't really an option, not just for our church, but really for any church. And we saw this globally. We saw this in Europe as well. There really is no going back to the way things were. The truth is, we were already on a journey of transformation before the pandemic hit, and now we're being called to navigate this change with courage and faith, just like the churches in Revelation. So first, let's acknowledge that this challenge isn't unique. Churches across the country, especially in bigger denominations, are feeling the impact of declining attendance and participation. And this has been a wake-up call urging us to rethink how we do church, how we engage with our community, and how we nurture our faith. Despite these challenges, there is a lot of opportunity. Reimagining what church looks like, which is really what we've been doing, and that is the opportunity here. The studies in this article show that small, nimble communities of faith are thriving by focusing on deep personal relationships and spiritual growth rather than maintaining buildings or traditional structures. I think we're doing all right at that, right? This reminds us that church isn't a place. It's us coming together to worship and fellowship. And I love this quote from the article. It says, smaller communities can place more attention on nurturing relationships and individual spiritual growth. Many small communities have proven themselves to be resilient, vital, and stable as they share the gift of supportive relationships, community connections, and integrated fellowship. All this suggests that larger and mid-sized churches might take a lesson from the intimacy and authenticity of smaller faith communities. Is this encouraging to anyone else? This is really encouraging to me. And the article also talks about seeing a shift in leadership with lay leaders. Lay means it's not your job. You're not paid for it. Okay? With lay leaders stepping up in new and powerful ways. This isn't just about filling in the gaps. It's about recognizing the gifts and callings within each member of the congregation and empowering each other to serve and lead in ways we might never have imagined. Okay? It's calling on the priesthood of all believers. So what about the future? This is kind of the end of the article. I'll wrap up for you, but there's a rise of what's called the nuns. I know my dad's talked about it. It's N-O-N-E-S, nuns. It means that people that don't identify with any religion at all, including they do not identify with atheists. Their belief isn't really a part of their thinking. And the challenge is, there's many, many more people now identifying this way, where it's like, I'm not really atheist. That takes a lot of passion. I'm just nothing. And there's different challenges to traditional modes of Christian education and faith formation that call us to think differently when that is the population that we will likely be serving. How do we reach out to a generation that's grown up with little to no church involvement? How do we make faith formation engaging and relevant in the digital age? These are tough questions, but they're good questions to ask ourselves. I think the answers lie in what we're already doing by embracing innovation, being willing to try new things, even if it means stepping out of our comfort zone. It's about being the church in ways that truly meet people where they're at, build these bridges of faith and love and community that are strong and resilient. So as we move forward, I just want to do so with open hearts and minds, ready to embrace the challenges God is calling us to make, the changes God is calling us to make. And I want to be a church that's not just surviving, but thriving, a beacon of hope and love in our community and beyond, no matter what size we are. Okay, so just on that very last bullet point, the bottom one, they reference a lot of things. Are you guys curious about any of those like models? Just curious. I was like, might not matter. I guess. So they mentioned the messy church movement, dinner church, underground church network, forging communities with the poor, blended ecology, and I realized all of those are like things I was not familiar with, and I had to Google. So 2 years ago, we were actually calling ourselves the messy church, but that's not actually what this is referring to. It's a British movement, church movement, and it's a program that has like an actual format. You can look it up if you want. Dinner church is just what it sounds like. The only thing with the dinner church movement is they tend to move into spaces where people might not have food. So they're really incorporating eating with people you wouldn't normally eat with who might not get another opportunity to eat. The underground church in the U.S. refers to churches that don't look like churches, so like micro churches, house churches, churches that meet in art studios, bowling alleys, maybe even a bar, those type of churches. And then blended ecology, quote on blended ecology that they found, it turns their common passions and practices into new forms of church. People are fully released as the priesthood of all believers. So they're practicing typically a hybrid model. Maybe there's something going on Sunday. Maybe they're using their automotive skills to draw a community that they're using as a different mode of church. I'm not suggesting we do any of this, by the way. I just was curious, and I thought you might be too on those just that last bullet. But grace and glory, whatever we call it, we do actually fit right in with all these models. And I hope you feel encouraged that we are not alone and there's great potential here. Okay, so I want to shift gears so that we can prayerfully open up our time to group discussion and some prayerful activities as well. At each table in the back, there are 6 discussion questions. Don't expect you to get through them all. This is not a class. Pick a few that you might want to discuss as a group. I do encourage you to take the discussion questions home and be thinking about it. And if you have thoughts that you want to add or you're just dwelling on these, please send an email to really anyone here. We'll get it to the right people. You can send it to me if you want. We want to hear your thoughts. And then there's a craft to do if you choose. See, we're a chain. We're connected. There are different pieces of paper back there that are on them are written. One piece of paper says, "What do you hope for?" One says, "What are you thankful for?" And one says, "What is one big dream you have?" And you have to tape the pieces of paper together and then accordion fold them and then cut them out. The cutting is pretty clear once you get it accordion folded and taped. But the idea is I want us, if we choose to do the craft, what are you thankful for in our community or things that have happened in the past? What do you hope to experience in our community this next year? And then the big one is, what's one big dream you have for our community's future? All right. So I trust you all to break yourselves into groups. At the very end, we're going to come back and do communion with Dan and Linda. So we'll do this for some time. All right. Go ahead and go back to the tables.